It's been a long time coming, y'all, and I still got a way to go. I got on a scale yesterday and it hurts my feelings. Y'all pray for me on this fitness journey. Hi, everybody. My name is Lauren Gill, and today I'm going to be sharing with you my story as far as my fitness journey. Along with being a publicist extraordinaire, I am a pseudo chef and a fit girl, a fitness enthusiast. I like to work out. I like to try to eat right and stay healthy. And I definitely wanted to kind of give you a behind the scenes look or kind of share more with you guys as far as all of the things that I do fitness wise. So today I'm going to take you back to the beginning of my particular fitness journey and kind of give you some tips or just some of the stuff really so more I've learned within this since I've been doing this over like almost a decade now. So just to be clear, just to start, I've always kind of been an active child. I always was the child that was running around outside during the summertime. I rode bikes. I roller skated. When I was a silly child, I used to roll down a hill, even though it made me itch. I was the kid during the summertime. My mother was like, "Get your behind in the butt in the bath because you smell like outside and you stink." So I've always kind of been active. I didn't necessarily play sports when I was growing up, but I was a dancer. I was a prima ballerina in elementary school. I did do some dance in middle and high school. I was a total band geek, so that is also a lot of physical activity. And I did one track for one season. I did long distance running when I was in high school for 1 year. So I've always kind of been active. And when I graduated from college, I wanted to sort of maintain that lifestyle because just like you can gain weight during your freshman 15, which I did do, you can also gain it once you leave college. Like the weight that I had got to when I had graduated was at least 20 pounds heavier than where I was in college. But at the same time, as you get older, that tends to happen. But that's neither here nor there. But as an adult, when I really started getting serious about fitness and things of that nature, I started out as running. Makes sense, right? Because I used to run long distance running when I was in high school. I started running maybe in 2012, 2013. I had a coworker who I love to this day at the time, who she was a really big runner. And she still does it. She used to do all the runs, honey. She used to do 5Ks, 10Ks, 50Ks. Yeah, there's such thing as called as a 50K. Half marathons, whatever. She pretty much has ran that. And, we had, my company at the time was sponsoring a 5K race. And she was like, "I want you to do it." And I was like, "Fine, sure." So I did it. It was cool. And I figured that this would be another way for me to kind of just start staying active, staying fit, and that sort of thing. So I kind of took up running. I joined a wonderful group who I still love to this day called Black Girls Run. I started running with them at least once a week, and I was running at least 5 days a week at this point. And at this point, I'm probably like somewhere between 23, 25 years old. Full disclosure, I don't care about telling y'all my age. I am 31 going on 32. So I was in my mid-20s when all of this was happening as far as me doing this running 5 days a week, and all this good stuff. At the same time, I pretty much switched to a diet where I was primarily eating vegetarian at home. So I was trying all these different recipes, which was pretty cool, and that led me to lose 20 pounds of weight. So at the time, I was able to get back to the weight that was on my license, which was 135. Child, I ain't seen that weight since I did it back then, which was around 2013. I have not, that number is long gone, okay? So I was able to get down to 135. And while I was happy that I lost the weight and I was able to make this big accomplishment, and of course I started running. I did so many 5Ks. I did 10Ks. I did 10-mile races. I even did a half marathon. Okay, I was cute with my little half marathon. I even did a half marathon, but it left me skinny. I I lost weight in my thighs and my butt and other places, and I was like, this is not what I signed up for. I wasn't trying to do that. I was just trying to lose weight. I didn't know I was going to lose from there. Like, what's going on? So at that point, after running for at least a good almost 2 years at that particular time, I wanted to transition more into weight training to kind of pretty much gain muscle and hopefully gain some of the booty I lost back. So I kind of started doing that, and even while I was still running, I was still doing it. But of course, to be quite honest, I didn't know what I was doing, because I didn't know anything about fitness and all of that other type of stuff when it comes to that type of thing. Because, child, when I went and got my degree at Temple, they ain't teach me nothing about fitness. That wasn't my specialty. So, you know, I was pretty much winging it. And even when, excuse me, when I slowed down from running in around 2015-ish, for about a good 2 to 3 years, I was just winging it, trying to figure out some type of exercise routine to kind of get me the muscle and the body that I wanted. And it backfired. Backfired greatly. And this is going to bring me to one of my things, as far as one of the things I learned that you have to be mindful of when you're on a fitness journey, is how your body reacts to stress. Because within that time when I was trying to build my body and to gain muscle, I suffered, I would say, probably a couple rounds of depression, just for, there was a lot going on, just work-wise, business-wise. I was an entrepreneur, and that can have a lot of ebbs and flows. And I learned during those particular times, particularly in 2017, when I just was in a not so great place, that my body holds on to weight when I'm under stress. So that's one of the things you have to be mindful of, is how your body reacts to stress, and when it comes to your weight. Some people, they may lose weight. Some people, they may gain more weight. And the main thing that is really driving that is a hormone called cortisol. When that builds up in the body, that can pretty much prevent you from losing weight. You hold on to fat more. There's a lot more technical stuff that I can't explain, because I'm not a fitness trainer and expert. I'm just somebody that's trying to get my body right. But that is the driving reason as to why your body can hold on to weight, is because your body is reacting to the stress that you're experiencing through a hormone called cortisol. So definitely be mindful of that. So fast forward to 2018, where I was just like, okay, at this point, I've gained even more weight. I've gained weight even though I've been working out. I've not necessarily eating unhealthy. Of course, everybody has their treats that they like to do, but I'm not a person that likes to eat a lot of junk. I didn't grow up eating junk. My mom didn't feed me junk. She didn't really keep a lot of junk in the house. So, and I told you back in 2013, back when I was running, that I pretty much was primarily vegetarian at home. And that was still the case with me occasionally doing fish and stuff like that. And for me, because I like to cook and everything, it was kind of like a great experimental type thing. But at that point, I was like, okay, I didn't gain even more weight. I'm not getting to my goals, so maybe it's time for me to hire somebody to help me. So that's when I hire my trainer, Tasha, which y'all will get to meet very, very soon. I hired her. She put me on this detox, and oh my God, y'all, I don't know why I did this in the beginning of summer, but I did. And can you imagine going on a detox where basically all you can eat is fruits and vegetables, certain like beans, legumes, tofu, I think like 1% milk. Basically, you're like a super strict vegetarian for at least 9 days. And at the time, when the first time I did this, I had to go to my cousin's 50th wedding anniversary party where they had all types of greasy and soul food and even Nigerian food. Like, imagine not being able to eat any of that. Like, I had to actually go to Panera to go get some food and come back so that I can stay on track. But thankfully, it paid off. I did make it through that particular detox. I continue to work with my trainer. I would work with her 1 day a week, and then I would work out at least 2 other days a week. And what basically that me and her do, we still do that to this day, are full body workouts that are pretty much targeted towards my specific goals. And then I would do 2 other workouts that she gave me, along with some cardio where I was walking uphill up a treadmill at least like 2 to 3 other times a week. So that led me to lose another 20 pounds. I was fit. I was right. My muscles were starting to pop out in the right place. Like, I was cute and everything. So that was a really good thing. I was able to do that within, I would say, the first, not even, maybe like I said, like 4 to 5 months of me working with her. So that made me really excited. I continued to train with her, but then I experienced a thing where my stove unfortunately broke. So imagine you trying to cook healthy meals and be on target when you really don't have a stove, or oven. Like, the stove and the oven was just gone, okay? So that was super hard. And that kind of just, in a way, led to me to getting off track, as well as in 2019 doing a lot of socializing and things of that nature, me going out, hanging out with friends, dating a little bit more, where I was consuming a lot of alcohol. Which goes to my next thing, is you definitely got to watch your alcohol intake. Let me tell you something. If you out here during a week eating healthy, eating right, and then come every weekend, you just go no holds barrel, you drink as much wine, liquor, whatever you want, it's just an all-out fest, I hate to break it to you, but you hustling backwards. And the reason why is because, as it was explained to me by my trainer, is that can slow your metabolism down. And we know when it comes to losing weight, your metabolism has a big factor into that. So you definitely want to be mindful of your alcohol intake. And also too, this may be different for different people. It really just, it does depend on your body and how your current metabolism rate already is. But generally, that's one thing, if you're really trying to get fit and lose weight, that you have to be mindful of your intake, and that you're just not overdoing it, especially every week, because it's like you do all of this stuff in order just to erase it. So just be very mindful of that. Also, another thing that I've learned is your food intake, right? Usually, as I said, I primarily eat vegetarian. My morning breakfast usually consists of a smoothie, some oatmeal, and some eggs, and that really carries me out till about lunchtime. And then I'll probably have some type of vegetarian dish or some fish and veggies. That's typically what I eat, but I also like to eat. So if I go out somewhere and they might have fried chicken, or I have times when I want my Popeyes and stuff like that, I like to eat. But one of the things I have learned is that if your food isn't good, you're not going to see the progress that you really want to see. Because throughout all this entire time when I've been on my fitness journey, as you can see, I've gone up and down when it comes to weight. But it was never a time where I just outright stopped working out. I've never been in a space where I didn't go to the gym, or when I was running, I wasn't running or anything like that. I always was consistently working out. But as far as my food or my stress levels, those two things are very driving factors for me when it comes to just me reaching my fitness goals. So definitely be very mindful of the stuff you put in your mouth. Because even if for some reason you can't move around, like, you know, we're kind of like at the time of this recording, we're still living through a global pandemic. So, and you know, depending on where you are health-wise, you may not be able to do certain activities and that, things that are like, but if your food is good, you should at least be able to see some results. It's mostly nutrition when it comes to that. And another thing I will also suggest to anybody who is wanting to start a fitness journey is do consult with a fitness professional, particularly if you have particular goals in mind. If that's just outside of I want to lose weight. And even if it is just I want to lose weight, there are certain things about your specific body that a fitness professional will be able to kind of help guide you or show you what works best for you, because everybody is different. So some of the stuff I'm saying, even though it's kind of general, it may be different from you. But that's why if you consult with a fitness professional, that should be able to help you to get you on the right track. So that's just a little bit about me and my fitness journey. Currently where I am right now, I am trying to lose my quarantine stress weight, because quarantine had a sister going through it. We thank God that I'm in my right mind. Okay, so that's really what I want to focus on. I want to lose about 20 pounds, but more importantly for me, it's about losing body fat, because the scale isn't always the full story. So for me, it's really going to be about losing body fat, and I'm going to just quickly show you where I am today. So when I update y'all, y'all can see what I look like. So this is me right now. This is what my body looks like. Some people might say, well, you don't look that bad. You look like you're this. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are sweet. But I still have some goals that I'm trying to reach. So, you know, with that is just the basics of my fitness journey. I look forward to sharing more about what I'm doing fitness-wise. And as I said, I am going to bring my trainer on here so she can kind of give y'all some more expert advice about how to start a fitness journey. So look out that for really, really soon. And I look forward to you guys joining me. Bye.